what the housing crisis means to students. Like,
Mhm.
how does that impact their schoolwork and their ability? A lot of times we hear about, food insecurity.
Mhm.
That's sort of gotten to be the buzzword.
Right.
Let's can you This is your area of expertise. Let's talk about the housing
Mhm.
insecurity for kids.
Sure, and I'll just give the example. This is provided to us by that Richmond Public School Center for Families in Transition. In the 2018-19 school year, there were almost 1,200 students who were living in hotels or doubled up and overcrowded,
Wow.
or in a shelter. And um, students who experience that chronic homelessness in one of those situations, 35% were chronically absent, meaning they missed 10% or more of their school days. Whereas the general school population, 15% were chronically absent. So there's 20 percentage points in students in these highly unstable housing situations and the typical, more stably housed student. And so we really see having stable housing as an attendance strategy. You know where you're gonna live, you get a good night's rest. It helps you get to school every day. It helps your parents get you to school every day. And attendance is shown to be one of the primary factors for succeeding in school and graduation, much more so than, say, test scores and things like that. So we see if people are able to get to school more, they're also better, able to achieve academically and to graduate. Students who don't graduate are more likely to experience homelessness. Students who are homeless are less likely to graduate. So it's truly a cycle. So we're trying to intervene in that. And one of the best ways is to make sure students are in a stable place where they can get to school more often.
Alrighty, ma'am. How can people find you out there?
Where our website is housingfamiliesfirst.org. That is all spelled out, and that's the best way to find us. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and LinkedIn, so they can look us up there. But the best place to find us is housingfamiliesfirst.org.
I would like to thank you for coming on. Got to give a shout out once again, our good friend Sarah Brockwell. Uh, she's out there doing some amazing things. Her voice and her singing. That's how I found her on LinkedIn. I had seen something, so shout out to her for bringing you into our world. You're part of the crew now. When you guys have information that needs to get out, make sure you give us a shout. Let me know.
Absolutely.
Already on the mic with Mike with Housing Families First. I'd like to thank you for coming on.